will have a higher winning rate. I will personally prefer the SCARZ composition because both Zhang Fei and Lu Bu, those ultimate can be used actively trying to engage in the team fight, but also at the same time trying to protect their marksman. You can put plays on your with their ultimate onto your marksman, trying to make sure that Lady Sun stays alive.
Yeah. They can decide to go in or out.
Yeah, so whether this bacon time can find and see some opportunity on their enemy's backline will be the question of today's match. So let's dive in. Starts begin right now. Lamber. Love this character.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Nice initiation, right?
Yeah.
A lot of control.
With his ultimate and second ability. And he's so tanky because of his passive. Can offer...
Bacon time again
so
using
aggressive
auto.
in early game.
With the smite trying to steal away the red.
Yeah. The same strategy, the same hero, Ata.
Yes.
But it's really effective every time.
It
works.
Yeah, it works every time. So actually, in KPL matches, we often see Ata together with a flicker, which will be the flash, trying to make sure this Ata can have an extra dash, trying to initiate as an initiation of the team fight. But in like wild card qualifiers, I think Ata will be highly paired with the smite, trying to gain some red buff or blue buff in the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, to extend some gold lead. There's a pack under the turret, but Lady Sun's trying to gain the kill, but it's not enough distance to have the kill. And flash over the ball, Lambo can save his life.
The two member gotta go back to the base, even though the first blood has not been spawned, but we can see like bacon time are getting very low by SCARZ damage.
Yeah. Actually, this kind of move will accumulate a lot of hate of that, so they have to chase after the Ata.
Yeah. Oh, Lady Sun again rushing to the mid, trying to share the gold experience together with ASD. Nice strategy there.
Everyone
trying to fasten up.
Yeah, SCARZ been
the whole farming up process.
SCARZ actually lead almost 1,000 in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Wow. That's a lot gold. And they can actually wait for the Lady Sun.
You know, as a player of Honor of Kings, I love being accompanied by Zhang Fei as a support all the time. So this is a very well-rounded support, I would say, by offering constant shield to your marksman when reaching level 2. This is very important when you're doing 2v2 matchup down below on the bottom lane.
Especially the XP trade. That will be create more advantage on that. Ooh, and the Imperial Order just hit on the Autumn, but it's not enough damage to do more things. That's the XP trade.
So the Imperial Order actually give another 50% of the physical damage penetration to Direnjie, so it will be quite detrimental to those tanks, especially in the late game.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, nice stealing of the Nakaruru 007X once again.
Those two junglers are really feeding themselves today. So we've seen a lot of wonderful performances also provided by these two players.
Yeah, I think this game is jungle versus jungle right now. They have to show their ability.
All jungle core. Expect to see their solo matchups in the late game, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But in the late game, Nakaruru will be in advantage. Because Nakaruru, it's usually we pick Nakaruru, this hero, to counter land in the late game. Because he actually she got the burst damage. And look at the bottom side right there. There's a little trade.
But it's 1 versus 2, so Direnjie will definitely lost some advantage here. Need the protection from Lambert, need the vision down there, so that SCARZ, their rotation can be seen clearly.
The Lambert to get inside, ultimate to find the Gongsun, to find the Lady Sun right there. Lady Sun use the rolling rate across the wall, and it's so flexible. You can't catch this guy. 2
dashes available with the help of the flash and the first ability, enabling Lady Sun to go away.
Look, they can solos there. 50-50, smite to smite. 007 win the game the second time.
And the bottom lane also happened with the Joey rushing to the mid and rushing to the bottom, trying to get some flames under the tower. I think SCARZ really want to take this tower down.
Yeah, exactly. 007 just find a lot of damage onto the Joey's right there. Joey's been taken very low. They have to retreat. They will use the ultimate to block the way in, but it's not enough damage to follow up. So the blue buff will belong to Lam. And Ata just come inside and pull back the Lady Sun and gain the kill for the team.
You know, you have to give something away in order to get more in return. So SCARZ is not willing to let any kind of resources out, even though their backlines are getting very low. Lady Sun and Joey are both choosing to going back to the base and trying to maintaining a healthy HP state. But Riover, this Lu Bu, using the ultimate, telling all the teammates, no, we're not giving this blue buff away.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the timing is not correct. Maybe you should wait for the blue buff to get really low, so that you can have a slight possibility to gain this blue buff back.
But the main factor maybe is the cooperation in the team fight.
Communication is really important.
Communication, cooperation, because Lu Bu's ultimate should pair up with some other skills. Yeah, that would be another skill of that.
Always remember, you're playing in a team fight. It's a team game, Honor of Kings. So you do not win the game, you do not take the victory when you're playing solely.
Yeah. You cannot do it like
all by yourself.
All by yourself, it's not okay. Look at that jump fake combined with Lu Bu's right there. Look at the damage. It's getting inside, but not enough to finish the kill. But Lady Sun still doing the damage on the lamppost right there. Ata jump inside, have the kill onto Lu Bu.
Okay, I can see some combo happening there, and I think the team fights does not stop yet. Okay, it's completely done. So one member down again for Riover. Lu Bu really need to farm up for a little bit of time. Hide in the bush, hide in the river, getting the kill.
Back. Beautifully. But shut down by Zhang.
You know, it's not fair because it's not a 1 versus 1, right?
Yeah. But actually, Zhang is in a long distance, so that's basically that's a 1 versus 1.
We can see the crit damage from Lady Sun managed to take her mess very down.
That's another 1 versus 1. Jerry wins.
No, solo kill.
Solo kill right there.
That's a rise in morality.
Even I worse than you by using the smite, but in battle I'm the best one.
Yes, of course. As we're talking about, it's still not like a mid game, so both the jungler needs a lot of time to farm up. So in the mid game, I think Jerry, the Lam have like a 50-50 when compared with Nakaru, even better because Nakaru really needs a siege breaker to finally have develop some late game damage.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
let's see the ambush right here.
Yeah, Autumn actually already dodged the Imperial Order. Of the DNG's right there, but it's so aggressive in this time, DNG.
You know, it will be a complete opposite story if Hermes used the ultimate, the Imperial ultimate onto Autumn.
Yeah.
So everything will be completely different.
Look at the item again, the jungle, they're against each other. And the Lamb already built up the Spike Mail. It's about 1,000 gold lead coming against the Nakarus there, and the level it's 2 more than the 007.
You know, I would say SCARZ is a team that builds up their advantage quite slowly. They're not kind of fast-paced, aggressive team. They are playing in a very smooth way. Everything comes around and in a very natural way. They're not forcing into anything. They have patience. They are patient enough to wait for the right result to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, another solo coming up again. 007 versus Jerry. And Jerry is trying to find some kill, but it's been taken very low. Summer.
Oh, flicker been used.
To trying to catch another kill. Autumn, he can gain the kill.
Awesome. I love this player, how he plays, how aggressive he got. Once he's pretty sure of the damage he has. You know, this really needs some experience to build up.
Yeah.
You have to know what exact damage you will have at certain point, and you will totally be aware of how much damage your enemy is going to put on you.
I quite like this player, and so aggressive.
Yes.
And then Lam just trying to get inside, and Shimongxi Flash trying to have the kill, but not enough distance to have the kill. But look at the bottom side.
This Lady Sun is
Lady Sun
unstoppable right now.
Dominates the game once again, just like yesterday, and then Zhang Fei's ultimate meets.
Oh, another
But
kill.
it doesn't matter, another damage will find on their place. And after destroying the secondary turret, all around explosion will get the kill and shut down Lady Sun.
Finally, I think Autumn has soaked in and absorbed a lot of hatred from their enemies. And finally, this Lady Sun goes down by single ultimate from me, Mark.
Yeah.
Shen Mengxi made that happen.
So that's what we call Shimongxi. That huge area, you cannot get to every place.
There's nowhere you can go.
Yeah.
There's no possible way here.
Even though this time he is almost to get himself away, but Shimongxi's ultimate, this kind of area, is hard to get away of that.
But I think it doesn't really matter because we can see what kind of gaming style the Autumn really plays. Even though with a 3-3-1 KDA, I think Lady Sun really needs to pay more attention, moving cautiously because he's playing way more wild than before.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Lady Sun should build up the sacrifice clock more
as a
stable.
self-protection. As a self-protection.
To create more fault tolerance in the late game.
But with the help of Zhang Fei, maybe he will consider it to put it at the last two items. Firstly, he have to make sure that Lady Sun have the detrimental item, maybe the Daybreaker, maybe another choices.
Yeah. As the SCARZ gathering together, trying to do some damage on the top lane secondary turret. And Lambert so squeezy in front of Lady Sun's right there, and Lamb's been taken very low. They have to retreat back. Rebuild some inside with flash backs the blade to gain the kill, but of course it's alive. So 1-for-1 trade. So that's it.
And let's see the Vanguard. The Vanguard is helping Lady Sun to take down the tier 2 turret in the top. And another top 2 turret might be taken down in the mid. With the help of the flames, getting a lot of damage onto the tower.
And the canyons. And the Lady Sun keep doing the damage onto the members of the SCARZ. Onto the bacon time.
It's about the time where SCARZ should get their hands on the Overlords. Because it's a Shadow Overlord, and with the Shadow Vanguards, it can finally make it deeper to the base.
Exactly after the Shadow Overlord, and they lead 5,000. They have 5,000 gold lead. And then Reliever get caught, but the ultimate can save his life.
Yeah, so basically within like 12 minutes of manipulating the whole game, SCARZ managed to take down all the outer turrets.
Look at Jerry, he's spotted by the enemy right now, and he's been sandwiched by the enemy. So there's actually eyes in
Yeah. So this is one interesting fact. I think Jerry should pay attention to it more. So we are seeing a little bit spirit and a little enlightening fact hiding right there.
Yeah.
It is what we call a vision hiding in your enemy's bush, providing a constant vision of that circle area. So if you are trying to hide in there, you will be spotted.
Yep. And you have to be careful. Is that something just under your feet?
Yes.
Under your foot. You have to take it out.
Watch every single detail you saw on the map. That's very important. Maybe it will be a sign.
Yeah, that would be a little bit waste of this Shadow Overlord.
Yes.
Because your jungle was that.
So the image is basically resembles the river sprite. It look quite the same, that vision.
As same as the river sprite.
Yeah. It's called like the
same
vision
thing.
sprite.
Yeah.
Vision sprite.
It's the same thing. As they getting together and trying to do some damage to the mid lane. Million turret has been taken. Aha! It's so quick, and Lady Sun right there. Rolling rate. Just get back, but this kind of turret, just like disappear.
Yeah, so SCARZ basically pays a lot of HP bar with your tanks, like Ezio and River together, the Lu and Zhangfei's HP, and together they gain back to their base and trying to maintain and healthy HP bar. But unfortunately, they does not have the high ground tower. So that means that the minion will stay the same and will not becoming super soldiers in the late.
Yeah, exactly. At second time, they're trying to rush this Shadow Tyrant, but without the Nakaruru, how can you rush this Shadow Tyrant?
Yeah, you have to give something up.
Yeah.
The Siege Breaker, at the same time, almost same time for the junglers.
Yeah, Siege Breaker was built up by the 007s right there. And Nakaruru is already in her strong period.
So Siege Breaker is one of the very important items that both junglers, maybe sometimes marksmen, need to buy because it's very expensive, nearly 3,000k, but offering a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's still an important thing for them. As Lan jump inside trying to bring back data with the ultimate, but the immunity will dodge this kind of CC.
You know, sometimes some of the warriors may really rely on the Siege Breaker with the increased damage dealt by 30%, and also when the target's HP is below 50%.
Yeah, exactly.
Extra damage.
People falling go just block the way out, and everyone is in danger. And look at the damage that's coming inside. Lan still bleeding, and then Nakaruru, you'll be the next. So this is the last remaining guys. So Shumongsi right there. It's hard to defend this base. And come inside, they're trying to kill Shumongsi, but have to destroy the base. So this game goes to the SCARZ.
I think beautiful play by SCARZ. I would use the same word to describe them. They do not show a lot of aggression in the early game. They're just rotating and trying to take the victory step